in his eyes. Or...
But it's so cute. Oh my goodness, just look at that.
Yoda is pretty cute. Baby Yoda, I mean. Welcome back, everybody. We're the Movie Family. This is our review of the 4th episode of The Mandalorian, the new Star Wars show on Disney+. I believe it was called The Sanctuary.
Just Sanctuary.
Just Sanctuary. And we're going to talk all spoilers here. So if you haven't seen it, don't continue. Go watch it and then come back. Yeah, what are you doing? Why aren't you seeing this really good show? And it's got all kinds of stuff. It's a good water cooler show to talk about. So we're going to talk about all the spoilers that we like, things that we talk about things that we saw in the show, specifically some of the new characters they brought out, some of the cool parts of the movie or the show that we liked, and then any Easter eggs that we think we might have noticed throughout the show, though I think there was less in this one than the other ones. So let's start with more Baby Yoda. Yay. So what was everybody's favorite parts with Baby Yoda this time?
I think we agree. The opening thing where he was pressing the button, that was the best part of the
movie.
When
the people were fighting, and then he just shows up and he's drinking his
right, and he's like, soup? And he's just, yeah, I've seen like some people be like, it seems like he can almost teleport places. I don't think that's the case. You just put him in funny situations that kind of make it
sometimes
amusing.
He moves a lot faster than others.
Mm-hmm. Oh, which was cute too to watch him walk this time. Now he can walk. He was walking next to the Mandalorian.
And he tried to eat the frog again.
But all the kids thought it was gross, so he spit it out. Yeah, that was very
anything
cute.
With Baby Yoda.
Yeah, that was cute. Though Baby Yoda almost getting shot was not cute. That was scary. I thought they actually might have done, or something else was going to happen bad to him, but thankfully no. So more Baby Yoda was good, and that they are going to continue on with Baby Yoda. That seemed like for a second at the end he was going to leave Baby Yoda behind, and then that would have been bad for the show. Yeah,
maybe Baby Yoda is the true Mandalorian.
The true Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Interesting. Speaking of which, we'll get to Mandalorian in a second. So the new character, Cara Dune, I don't know. I think it's Kara Dune. Cara Dune, played by Gina Carano, who's an ex MMA fighter, I believe, but and's been in Deadpool and some other things. I thought she did a good job. I thought it was an interesting character, a former
she was in
rebel.
Deadpool.
Wait.
That's where
is she Negasonic Teenage Warrior?
No. She's the one that fights.
Strong one.
Yeah. She's like the baddie.
Yeah.
The female bad one.
Yeah.
She's big and strong.
Yeah,
she
and there's
fights
Ajax.
Colossus.
Oh, okay. Francis.
Right. Yeah. She fights Colossus at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she plays those kind of characters. So I think it was a good, she's a rebel, a former rebel, drop soldier that, is now on the run for some reason, which, obviously that's probably going to come back later. Or they're call it early retirement. She got sick and tired of doing what she's supposed to do, and just kind of being a bodyguard, I guess, and managing the peace after the war was over. So she decided to go to this planet. I thought the character was pretty cool, and I can see, the fact that she's in the pictures and the posters would indicate that she's going to be more than just one episode. But I also think it's good that they didn't just he's going to create a crew and here's all the people that he's going to be on his crew throughout every episode. It's you'll see them again, Baby probably.
That's the crew.
Yeah, Baby
yeah.
His crew.
Yeah, you get basically Baby Yoda.
Piloting the ship.
Playing with toys. And so what do you guys think of the new character? No impression, good, bad.
As long as she's helpful.
She was fine.
And she helps Baby Yoda live.
Oh yeah, she did kill the assassin.
Yeah.
So that was good.
She definitely had some pretty cool moments in the show. So that was good. But yeah, she's fine.
Okay. I thought she was pretty
Medium.
good. All right, then on to the Mandalorian. Anything knew you liked about the Mandalorian? Thought it was different.
Takes his helmet off, but he does it in front of a window, so it's not very smart.
Yes, I'm glad to know that he can take it off. That he can,
Yeah.
Yeah,
clean
they at
himself.
least did say by himself this time, because last time it was a little unclear how he was gonna, manage his beard and eat and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so at least he can do it by himself and not in the presence of others. And I read somewhere or heard somewhere that it was basically like it's the Mandalorian religion, and that he essentially can't take it off, and it's like a loved one, like a wife or significant other or a child or something like that.
Why did it say that?
I read that. I heard that somewhere else. So
Child.
it's the Mandalorian lore. So like the canon of Mandalorians.
Baby Yoda's just gonna take it off. Force power.
All right, maybe he just plays with it. What if he turns it upside down and gets inside of it?
Then he flies around through the air.
It's a new egg.
That's cute. And he was cool in this one too, but I think it was more about like whether he's going to settle down with what is obviously going to be a future potential love interest in that woman. Well, they spent a lot of time with her and did not, if they're not going to ever come back to it. But it seemed
Not
like
Kara, but the other
the
one.
other.
the mom, the woman in the village that somehow knew how to fire a gun really well, and also she was a leader. So clearly, again, another backstory that they both potentially fell out in the future. Though I think she could also be made to be like a martyr in the future, where she would be, potentially like he's off somewhere and then she gets killed and then he has to go to come back to protect the child or something like that. Yeah. But I thought that was, at least a little different. It was a little slow, but a little different story plot. And the only excitement was really the ATST.
massive fight at the end of it. That's the only excitement.
Well, the
last,
ATST.
10 minutes of the show. Well, I mean, that was pretty awesome, too. The ATST show up and stuff, that was really cool.
Right. So I was going to say the coolest moment stuff, that was obviously the best, I thought. What'd you think?
I don't even care if there's action. Just give me Baby Yoda waddling around. I'll watch.
Baby Yoda firing a blaster.
That'd be.
Well, I've seen there's like a meme out there with Baby Yoda holding a lightsaber. But and I think there's somebody did like a video of Baby Yoda with lightsaber joins the Avengers in like Avengers
That sounds
Endgame.
amazing.
Like they do some kind of cut that way.
Why is that not an actual thing?
Because they're saving that for Phase 6 or over the MCU. Well, they say it's all one universe. So any other cool moments that you guys liked, enjoyed in the show besides the big fight at the end?
Cool for him to deal with an ATST.
Yeah, you don't get to see a lot of that.
Made it look more threatening than I normally see them as. Because, like, the AT-ATs are the bigger ones.
Right.
To worry about.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's not
This one is
portraying...
tall.
It's not portraying it from, like, the perspective of a Jedi. Where the Jedi are kind of like in the original Star Wars trilogy, where they sort of see,
have
like...
a rope. I can defeat you.
Well, I mean, you sort of see the ATSTs from, like not as threatening. Like, they're still threatening, but, like, because you're seeing it more from the perspective of Luke, then he sees them as less as a threat. But, I mean, the Mandalorian is just, like, a normal person. So you see it in, like, a more threatening way. Because they are more dangerous. And you get the idea from, like, the second that they see the tracks, that they're just
afraid.
like, yeah, they're afraid. They're scared of this thing. So it's a new perspective on, like, old stuff like that.
When you saw it with just his red eyes, that was pretty
Yeah,
amazing.
that was a cool effect
Yeah.
that they added. Like the light in the cockpit was red eyes, and the
Yeah, exactly.
Is it a droid?
no.
No,
the people
there's a
inside.
pilot in there.
Yeah, there's
Typically,
usually
they-
at least
they-
one,
Empire
not two
trains.
people in there.
Officers, typically.
They were just, like, in there.
Yeah,
Just
piloting
sleeping
it.
in there.
No, they were driving it.
Yeah, they were driving it. Yeah, they do get it going pretty quick after they blow up the that little building, and they got to attract it. Then it comes out, but obviously for effect, like they've got to make the thing pop up quickly and start chasing Kara and Mandalorian. So, but
I was a little confused on their plan to just make it step into the hole that they didn't think it would hesitate.
I guess they didn't think they would see the hole.
yeah, I mean, I think it's not supposed to be very deep holes. That woman was standing in one in the very beginning, right? Like to hide
Oh, no, I
herself.
thought they dug a separate hole.
Yeah,
I know, that's what I'm saying. they probably thought it was probably a standing level hole, not a deep hole that they had dug. That was probably the trick. But it still didn't walk into it until it was provoked. But again, I thought that built good tension.
It was a lot of good tension when Cara Dune, was that her name?
Yeah.
When she like ran into the trench and started like fighting or like shooting at her. I was like, okay, that's cool.
Right.
It's a cool moment for her to have.
Right. Yeah. Everybody, the only one thing I would say is that everybody at this point feels like they've got plot armor.
Yeah, almost.
And it's kind of not many people die besides like the baddies around, or you get shot even, except for like random baddies and people. Like I'm waiting for something where it's like, somebody that they really care about, like or seems to be a character that could be somebody dies, and they'd be like, oh, okay, well now you never know who's going to die.
They killed IG-11 or whatever.
Yeah, well they shot him, but he's a robot, so he can totally come back.
Droid.
Still,
I mean, they had the guy in the first one, he was like eaten by that giant ice worm.
True,
yeah,
but he didn't seem like he was
character.
he wasn't a major character.
Yeah,
He was
I
just
mean,
kind of
they kill characters though.
I know, I'm just saying a major plot point character. If they had killed, for instance, the mom of the girl in that during the fight, I would have said, oh wow, I did not see that coming. Or, even the random guys that were like originally find him, I felt like it would have just lent more to.
Yeah, I don't think anybody died in that fight except for
Nobody,
the bad guys.
Yeah, nobody they showed, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Even the bad guys, they only disintegrated a couple times. You didn't even see them. So.
They didn't die. They just disintegrated.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
again, it was just like random.
Yeah.
It's Disney. They can't show a lot of blood and violence,
exactly.
but I was still like.
But it wasn't like anybody who we felt was important, like
Right.
remotely, like who mattered at all.
Right. And I mean, maybe they're going there. It just, again, kind of feels like it's lacking a little gravitas when it's not.
Yeah.
When you don't have significant actions that happen to people that.
We're like 2/3 of the way through the show, I think, right? Is it
The season,
6
yeah.
episodes?
It's eight episodes.
Oh, it's
So
8
halfway.
episodes? Okay,
Yeah,
then we're halfway. Okay, I got words for saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're like halfway done and no one important has died yet. So hopefully soon.
You're complaining?
I guess
I just feel like it could. Maybe they're going there.
I don't feel like there are real stakes. Is the problem.
Yeah, exactly. The stakes don't seem super high yet. Any Easter eggs, you guys? I only saw like 1 or 2 Easter eggs.
There was an ATSD, a reference to the Star Wars universe.
Yes,
Oh.
exactly.
Right, they're in the Star Wars universe.
Were they on Endor?
No.
That was not.
They
I thought I
named
heard
the
the
planet in the
beginning.
beginning. No, they named it as a brand new planet.
So much to
The only thing I heard him refer to was at one point in the very beginning he refers to Baby Yoda as a womp rat,
Yeah.
which is a kind of specific kind of rat that I think is just on Tatooine.
Was that the
And
kind
so-
Luke used to shoot at?
Yes, he used to bullseye back home in his T-16. Was shooting womp rats, and so there was a reference to womp rats.
Does he look like a little brat? He's like
It's
cute.
like no, it's just like a one of those terms of endearment, like you little scoundrel, you rascal, like that kind of thing. I think little
I
womp
use
rat.
you for
Or
target
face.
practice.
Right. Well, he was bullseyed later on,
Oh, that's true.
even though he was not actually shot.
Oh, I mean, there probably was something like some Easter egg with like the guns that he was using, or like that he gave all the people in there.
Oh, that's
Like,
probably true. There was probably
E3.
some references if you looked at it, and I bet there
Yeah.
was. Yeah. Oh, that could be like an E11, isn't it? And then
No, I mean, there's an E11, there's an EE3. The E3 is the one Boba Fett uses, so it'd be
That's
like
probably.
Mandalorian.
Is that what
reference.
the main girl was using? Like the mom? It looked like that's what she was using.
She might be using
something
A280.
close.
No, not an A280.
She was using something close to that.
maybe.
So,
I mean, we could look at
Oh,
that
it's-
again, but I think that's the interesting
Was that
point.
enemy's DL44? Or DL16?
I don't know. I didn't see.
7.
So yeah, but we can look at that. I think it's true. There's probably some references there, but those are the only Easter eggs I really saw. If you've seen more, you can comment below. So any predictions you have now after this episode's done? Any change in predictions of what do you think's for the season, or what do you think is going to happen next? Is it he continues on this journey with Yoda? Where does he go now? Is it just the next planet and the same thing happens, or do you think something's bad's going to happen to Yoda? Do you think they're going to capture Yoda ever?
There better not be anything bad happen to Yoda.
Maybe that's like the end of the season. Is he gets captured? That could be.
I'm
a
gonna
thing.
stop watching this.
Can't move baby.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think to make the plot more interesting, they're going to have to capture Baby Yoda at some point.
Or capture the Mandalorian.
Because the Mandalorian would then, have to go after him.
Baby Yoda would then have to go after the Mandalorian.
Ooh, maybe.
I feel like that's very well.
Oh, other thing I saw was the question: who do you think is the person who saved the Mandalorian when he was a child? Because you see the robots about to shoot him.
The people.
Do you think it's people? Do you think it's a Jedi? Do you think it's somebody we know from
I don't think it
canon?
would have been Jedi.
Maybe it's Ezra. It's probably not. But I don't know. I don't think it's anyone.
I think during the Clone Wars, the Jedi wouldn't have. It would have been preoccupied.
Well, I mean, they are trying to blow up their planet with
Could have been a
battle
clone.
droids.
Maybe it was Rex.
Right? It could be a specific clone that we've heard of before. I think that'd be cool.
Maybe it's C3PO.
That
Maybe
would be
it's a clone
pretty.
that looks like Jango Fett.
Could be.
C3P. C3-4s.
And then
BD1.
and the other thing I was gonna say, and then I've also heard people say like maybe it was Yoda that saved him, and that's why he's so like
Knowledgeable
connection.
of the Force.
Well, no, why the Mandalorian is so caring about this baby Yoda. That besides it being a child, maybe he's seen another one of them before, and that was the one that saved him, and now he feels like he's got a debt, and that's why he's got to save him.
That would be pretty cool.
I mean, that'd be neat if there was some crossover like that. And the other thing was, do you guys think there's going to be any... I've heard there probably won't be, but maybe there could be some linkage, because it's still the same universe. Do you think there'll be any linkage or any connection to the movie that's coming out with
Rise of Skywalker.
the Rise of Skywalker?
Wait, when is this?
This is set before
Well,
Rise of Skywalker. All that happens. It's set after
It's in between Return of the Jedi
Well, hang
and...
on, wait, what's the release schedule for the how many more?
So the Mandalorian last episode, the 8th episode, will be after the movie releases.
Like what day? Like how far?
Like a week after or so.
Then yeah. Then I think it will. Because I think that the movie will come out, and then they'll give you like a week to watch the movie pretty much. And then next episode of The Mandalorian, there's going to be, or the last one, there's going to be something.
I don't feel like they lean
some
in
sort of tie.
too hard, because like a week to watch a movie, they probably make like a reference or maybe something that would be important that you get from the movie.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be like solely centered on
No,
this.
of
You need
course.
to see a movie.
Yeah, that's not what I said. I mean, yeah, they're going to have like something.
Yeah, it's not going to be like if you don't watch the show, you won't understand the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
But just like a connection.
No, it's vice versa.
Or either way, I think it'll just be a connection. So I think that they could do something like that if they wanted. If they're the Rise of Skywalker is about clone, like it has some relation to cloning. Then there may be something, again, we've talked about Yoda, and they may be trying to clone him, and they could like go to the cloning facility, and they could see what the cloning
Camino's a
facility
great
is. Camino, and maybe there is a connection there where it's not directly connected, but there is the same facility. Basically, that would connect the prequels to The Mandalorian and to the sequels. Which
I mean, it's all in universe, so they're already connected.
Yeah, but I
mean,
think it would
like,
be more of a direct connection to be
direct,
able to do, with all the cloning. Anyways, I think that could be cool. And now it's time for Ryan's bad joke of the day.
What did Luke Skywalker fly in elementary school?
What?
An ABC wing.
Okay. Yeah, it's rough.
I have
All
no
right.
words.
So that's our review, spoiler review of The Mandalorian, Episode 4, Sanctuary. If you've seen it, please leave your comments below. If you got other Easter eggs or cool things you think about the show, we'd love to have a conversation with you. Thanks. Bye.